You're gonna make me do this, yeah?
Yeah, yep, just kind of high level, the important
Yeah.
bits.
So, effectively, we had some confusion with why our expanded business hours legislation was initially struck down by Justice Angel. Um, we called her down here for clarification on it, and effectively, she said that she struck it down because we were trying to
Mind you, it was
legislate.
approved, and then the next day it was
Right,
retroactively pushed back.
right. And then it was ultimately approved with the clause in there that says if you're operating in Los Santos County in whole or in part, it the whole thing doesn't make sense. Either way, the legislation was struck down nonsensically, and we wanted clarification down here on it. And effectively, what she told us was that we are trying to legislate on something that we don't have jurisdiction over. And our response to that was we're we only legislate in Los Santos County because that is our jurisdiction. Even if we say something like we're expanding business hours to 24/7, that doesn't affect Los Santos County because it's an entirely different jurisdiction.
Yeah, it doesn't affect
Uh,
Blaine County. Yeah,
or
yeah.
sorry, Blaine County, yeah. So there was a lengthy back and forth, and I think two or three of us on the cabinet tried to get our point across, about why it didn't make sense. And I don't know a better way to put this, Nino. So feel free to intervene. But I feel like Justice Angel took a stance of I'm confidently wrong and stuck with her stance. So we ultimately decided to remove the word lumberjacking from the legislation and push it forward.
Yeah,
That's basically where we're at this point.
yeah.
She encouraged us to work with Blaine County on legislation like this, even though we were previously instructed to pass legislation and Blaine County could choose to adopt it or not after the fact. So it's a lot of seesawing where they kind of go back and forth on things they've said before and take an entirely different stance on it. And ultimately, I think it resulted in even less clarity than we had before we had the meeting.
Yeah, yeah. I think they're just making up shit as they go.
Yeah,
If I'm gonna be honest, there's
yeah,
no. The word I was using is there's no logical consistency. So,
yep, yep,
it's that instead of thinking Constitution up, it's how do I feel today.
yep.
I genuinely think someone complained to her about it,
Hmm.
and it was probably someone from Blaine County, and she
Yeah,
just kind of took that position wholesale and ran with it. Because yeah, but it is what it is. At the end of the day,
Mhm.
getting into an argument over that was going to be pointless because it's kind of like um, it's kind of like what's the point of having an argument when you can't get over such an elementary point to begin with?
yeah. I mean, to me, it's if you it was of debate, and if you approach a debate in bad faith where you're unwilling to have your mind changed, there's literally no point in having the debate in the first
Yeah.
place. That is how I felt having that conversation.
Are you gonna just add a watermark to every legislation from now on that it pertains to Los Santos
I
County?
mean, it's
That's
already
that's
there.
where it's there. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
just add a
so
watermark and
yeah,
there there
on
there
everything.
there
In Los
is
Santos.
there's also this inherent Pandora's box that I don't think she recognizes that she opened up, which is if that is inherently what she is saying, then you have to then read every other piece of legislation through that same lens. And
yeah,
if you do, it's going to be weird.
yeah.
Can we not just add something like to the top of our legislations that just says that this pertains to Los Santos County, like county
It
only?
already
It
does
does.
with the
It does.
tag. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, and in our opening. Yeah. So
Then what's the point of having? Okay, well,
So this is the
none
problem,
of this
right,
is going to
Nina?
make any sense because
uh,
it was bad faith to begin with.
Right. So the issue is that the line that's been drawn across San Andreas and the jurisdiction kind of only exists when it's convenient. And I think that's the issue with all of it. That's what makes it not
Yeah.
make sense. The only other real aspect of that conversation that's worth bringing up is that we got some clarification on county clerks. Effectively, there's state clerks. I think there was 5 in total. Eve, Leah, and I can't remember the other 3.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they're about as available as the judges are.
Yeah.
We also had some early conversation with Angel about potentially moving the approval of businesses out of the justices and into the judges' hands just to speed that process up. And we started down the line of basically traffic court, introducing magistrates that could handle traffic court for, low-hanging citations, I'll call it. Speeding, running a red light, that type of stuff that people want to fight but are spending months waiting for their day in court. I think that was about it,
Yep. I did poker that we have 3 pieces of legislation up. The
Okay.
red tape is fucking shit. So
Yeah.
it's been now 48 hours and we are still waiting for response to DOJ. That's the shit that's pissing me off. Like I'm gonna be real. If I was in a different mind space, I would have put a fucking gun in her mouth and pulled the trigger. Because with the with the amount of why aren't you doing this way? Holy fuck, this person's not. Why are you looking at a fucking legislation? It's been 2 fucking days.
Yeah.
And just more red tape. Actually, that's the shit that really pissed me off is the magistrate stuff has to fall into DOJ. You can barely keep up with your fucking job to begin with.
Yeah.
So how are you feigning more responsibility? So anyways, but now let's open up the next thing. Take a look at the VAF state announcement. Y'all see it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't. Where's it at?
It was just announced. It notes, no felons may be in attendance. Now, if you pull up the legislation for vehicles, it states in here, under auction process, no one may participate in the auction who bears a felony. So that state announcement inherently does not line up with with the legislation. Attendance versus participation are 2 inherently different things. You being in attendance as a form of public audit is not the same as participating, which per the context of what is written here is the same. So this legislation says you can't bid effectively. The announcement says you can't attend. Now let me ask you something. How is this constitutional?
It's not, and I'm going to give you 3 reasons why. Number 1, citizens have a right to assemble.
Yep.
Number 2, citizens have a right to property. And number 3, citizens have a right to information. And I'm going to give you a 4th reason why. The Department of Justice is not a private business. They are a public business, and they inherently cannot restrict people because of their criminal record.
Yep.
It's different when a business says, no shirt, no shoes, no service. But a public sector entity cannot discriminate based on someone's criminal record.
Yep.
That is, I hate to say it, that is grounds for impeachment.
Yep.
That is an inherent violation of basic civil rights.
Yep. And so
let's just say, Nino, if I flew back home and tried anything like this, I'd be drawn and quartered, metaphorically.
Yeah. Oh, I believe it. It's I Oh. Oh. Sorry, Mina.
I'm okay.
Oh, Lord. Jesus, look at that.
Wait, what is
Yep.
this? So, okay. So this is gonna be interesting, to say the least. With the auction taking place tonight, I kind of feel like somebody who wants to take one for the team with a felony should try to participate. And you know, we should see what goes down, to be honest.
I mean, I'll be honest, it's in our best interest for it to go forward rather than trying to stop it before it happens.
Yep, I agree.
You say you have to have a felony?
Yeah.
So,
Do
yeah.
Do they check?
Who knows? Who genuinely, who knows?
Oh.
Yeah, it's for me, I don't really get, for me, it's just, you know, why they spend so much time like hyper analyzing in bad faith legislation when this is like fucking elementary school, like obvious, this is unconstitutional shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's like a fucking child going and like walking into one of those like Harvard debate rooms and complaining, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, who let them in? Like, anyways.
You think we can convince Bill to get a felony in the next like 4 hours?
Well, he's right there, so you can ask him yourself.
No.
I'll pay for his expungement.
I bet you will. I bet you would.
I do agree that let it go through and then go from there.
Yeah. Bill, you feel like getting a felony today?
Sure.
Okay.
Told you.
What do you need me to do?
It's for science. We'll talk about it later.
We're talking about the VAF announcement.
Come here, Tilly.
So, the TLDR bill is, the announcement states that felons cannot attend the auction. The legislation states that felons cannot participate, right? Two separate things completely. And the third is the VAF legislation is unconstitutional.
Is it held in public place?
Unknown. Yeah, third floor courtroom.
Okay, then yeah, how can they say someone can't attend?
They can't.
And if they use the argument that they're a felony, they
Well,
we don't want 'em
attendance
bidding on
isn't
the
even
cars.
legislated,
Yeah,
right?
But even then,
so
they can't say that they can't participate. I mean,
yeah.
that in itself is unconstitutional.
Well, there's a couple things, right? A judge has the right to close down a courtroom in a court proceeding, right?
yeah.
Oh my God. They're using turf rules.
Yep.
What's a turf rule?
It's the little cubby strat. Little soul cubby strat.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
Well, it's what the cops referenced when, like, you know, they're chasing Chenggang and they were going into Little Soul Cubby and then be like, oh fuck, now what? You know what I mean? So yeah, so but the short of it is, Bill, we're gonna let this go through, right? And we're gonna use it to our advantage.
I'm gonna try and get Pipsqueak to attend.
No. Let me handle that.
You sure?
Yeah, because Pipsqueak is way too stupid.
Pip likes to stir though.
They do, but for something like this, we need someone that knows what we're trying. Otherwise, it could
SBS.
exactly. It's gonna fuck. It's gonna
Yeah. Okay.
come back to us, and then God knows what.
I'm just gonna punch Carmine. I'll be honest. There you go.
No. We don't need you to do it. Let me handle this.
Oh,
Uh,
all right. Damn it.
Platt, thank you for the prime
I haven't
sub.
been to jail in a couple of years.
Nino.
Hi, Nino. I have a quick question, if possible, if you have time.
Yep. I'm in a meeting right now, so it will have to be real quick.
Okay. I guess it's not really real quick. It was just about the Blaine County event reimbursement thing. I don't know if it
For
includes the
Wu-Chang?
city. Not for. I work for Wu-Chang, but it's like my own events company.
Oh, we're waiting for the event legislation to come through, and then we can stop funding events.
Okay. So
You
I saw
said
that.
Blaine County?
Yeah, I saw that Blaine County had a legislation or something passed
Yep.
about event reimbursement.
Yep.
I was just wondering if that includes the city or not.
No. Everything that Blaine County does, they keep us out
It's
of it.
separate, right? Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
thought.
Yep.
Okay,
But
that's fine. I'll wait for you guys then.
Yep. Easy. All right.
Alrighty, thank you so much.
You take care. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, well, I mean, I've always never gotten paid.
So, you're with me.
All right.
Yeah, he's worked for this for like months now.
let me send Angel state IDs for you three. What's yours, Bill?
1403 died.
All right, Jasmine.
5155.
Could one of you look up what Ava and Arthur's state ID is?
Yeah, 1 sec. Ava 2929. What's Arthur's last name? McGuire.
Mm-hmm.
5913.
All right, sent again. All right. All right, let's run through all the legislative stuff. Let's start with events so we can pass it out tonight. I know Arthur and Ava aren't here. Let's just take it over.
Yep.
Let me... Okay, so that 50% restriction should just be ripped.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, let's just all go in there and just bang out our comments, and then we'll go through it.
Sorry, which one?
The event subsidies.
In the Trello bill. The board. I can send you a link if you want.
No, is it under draft or review?
I think it's review.
It's under ready for me, I think.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then
it is
subsidies.
under ready.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I got it. Thank you.
This looks pretty good, actually.
Hey, Bjorn.
Hey, what's going on, Nino?
Do you want to come down here? What's
Yeah, I
your
can do
state
that.
ID?
Is that to me?
Yep.
1054.
10-5-4. Unless it's quick, it's up to you. We're in a meeting right now.
I'm already like right near City Hall, so I could be there right now.
Shit. All right, easy. See you in a bit.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. Bjorn's on the way down.
All right.
Maybe its own thing called special requests.
Yep.
Good chance that Andy comes down alongside him, which will be good. So we can demand these things in person as well.
Should I thank her for the money she gave me the other day?
Yeah.
All right.
Let me see. Oh, that's good.
Bill, civil litigation, I don't know that we need to list that. People can do whatever the fuck they want as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, but with the way the DOJ is, if we don't have it listed in there that we can sue to get the money back, if they don't, they might, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so unfortunate that we have to like fucking bastardize legislation with all this kind of like, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
like, I mean, it should be apparent that we can do that, but you never know how someone's gonna fucking interpret the legislation.
Well, so this is the thing, right? You don't need to enshrine in this legislation that which has already been enshrined in other legislation, but apparently we do have to do that. So I get where you're coming from. It's just...
It's common sense that we would, but...
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. Better in there than not.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna start ticking off things that are already have been resolved. Local vehicles and helicopters. And boats. Hey, Bjorn.
Hey, where you at?
You know the resort off of Great Ocean?
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yep.
You want me to meet you there at City Hall?
Oh, over here.
Oh, crap. I went to City Hall. Okay.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Yeah, sorry about
Okay,
that.
I'll be there in a few.
All right. See you in a bit. All right.
Nino, do you think 10 days is enough lead time for the construction workers?
We don't even know if we can get stuff like that. So, yeah, we'll leave it for 10 days and then, you know, we'll see.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I think it should be noted that it's not guaranteed either.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it definitely is, yeah.
I remove one of the slashes. I hate slashes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay, authorizes. Oh, we have to add the state ID and contact information to submission. Okay, let's outline the offer grants citizens who are seeking.
Good.
Yep, I think so. Giving it a one-time read.
Yep.
The events involving it needs to be clearer that it is LSPD that would be granting said permission and authorization. So it's not we that would be authorizing it, but rather law enforcement or EMS where applicable. Hey, what's going on, Bjorn?
Hey, what's going on?
Not too much. Just doing some going over legislation and whatnot. Oh shit! Oh, you got all prepped up for the pools.
Well, I'm actually dressed like this because I am my gym's presentation.
Oh shit! Yeah, we can do that right now. Actually.
Okay.
All right. As soon as we're done with this document, we'll kick that off.
Okay, I'll lounge by the pool. You guys let me know when you're
All right.
ready.
We'll do it.
Socks look really good with the shoes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You keep it in your pants.
Don't just have like socks with the shoes.
All right.
You know, some people say those are like, 90s. I just think they're very in style.
Do you want to join them?
But no.
So-
No,
I changed the other thing to 7 days as well. I like 7 just because the city operates on a 7-day cycle.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael, clarifying point, and I know it's going to sound like a shitty
you're
thing.
good.
Maybe put in addition require explicit permission from LSPD, and otherwise it just looks like it can be interpreted as they just need to go talk to LSPD and that's it.
So in addition, events involving blah 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 blah.
Yeah, that would be a good way to word it. Just playing devil's advocate, trying.
Oh, I hear you. Yeah.
I say 7 days. If someone's coming up with the event idea 3 days in advance, it's probably a shit event.
Agreed.
And we can always make exceptions, put a clause in there that we can, exceptions can be made on a per,
Case by case basis.
by case, yes. This will also prevent us from getting like a random, like, hey, well, I'm doing something tonight, can I have money?
Yep.
Okay. All right, boom, boom. Look at that. Easy clap. All right.
All right, should be good.
All right, you guys should have keys. All the keys are taken care of.
Nice.
We should.
Hey, look at that, Bill! Finally, hey,
Yeah, right.
you did
I'll
it.
believe it when I see it.
Wait, what do you
Bill,
do?
Bill, can you write up
He's been
legislation
waiting for
for
like 2 months.
no back pay?
Hey, I'm still waiting for my 300,000 that I got offered.
For
Can
what?
you write up no back pay legislation?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
Wait, you sent me a picture, but I can't see it.
No?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Okay, hold on. Maybe my technology's too old.
Yo, what the fuck? I don't want to talk to a puppet master. Fucking dumb broad.
Sounds like
Crazy.
she got hired by BCSO.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck this lady's problem is. I told her some shit. What? Where did these guys like hang out in some like communal circle, just like discussing shit? Share with
Apparently.
the team here.
What?
Oh my god, Mina, wait till you hear this.
It's in general
Oh,
there.
Tilly's gonna love this one.
Well, she had valid concerns, okay? And this is a complete 180 from the concerns she told me about.
Yeah, what
And
was
that's why I
the what was
brought
the
them to you.
original concern?
The BCSO High Command was ruining dispatch
no way.
and LSPD, and
Yeah.
that they were coming in being toxic, and that's why all the dispatchers had quit. Was because of BCSO trying to interfere with LSPD and dispatcher opportunities.
That is fucking.
BCSO is a model department, something the LSPD should. Who has a gun to her head?
Well, that's what I'm
Who's
saying.
holding
Like,
this
what
woman
fucking, like, oh, do they have like communal meetings, like in a circle somewhere, just compare notes? It's just interesting how they all share the same verbiage, you know?
God, that's so.
Yeah.
I'm
Yikes.
sorry for wasting your time. She had
No,
valid
no.
concerns originally, and
You didn't waste any time. I mean, yeah.
It's so funny how she's referring to you as a puppet master when it just seems like this entire conversation is her being puppeted.
What a.
What is the context? 3-4 months ago, she didn't want to produce a FOIA request for Fiona Stewart when the FOIA request consisted of a statement she was making right there and then. And then she started crying about it and called up Angel, right? No, she tried to call up the Chief Justice and then called up Murphy Braun to take away my bar license. And then I told her, okay, listen, can you get someone who's fucking useful down here? And she got triggered. About 6 weeks later, 2 months later, I don't know, I became the mayor. And her and her posse of like useless dispatchers made the statement after I offered up bonuses to cops that, oh, so they're getting paid for doing their job. They got all fired a week later for holding dispatch tools hostage that they produced while under employment by the Unified Police Department.
Jesus Christ.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the same woman who yelled at a man for taking an extra sandwich off of the table.
Yeah. This is the same
Oh
pile of
my
trash that,
God.
you question how they even exist, to be honest.
I can't imagine anyone yelling about something so simple like that.
Yeah.
She was screaming. Like when I say she full she was not happy. about a single sandwich. So,
It's a very unique way to spell the name Karen. I'll give you that.
Oh my god. This is their life now.
this is such a funny text because it just feels like someone's like controlling her through this entire text, but she's calling you the pumpkin.
Yep. Let me can I send this to Daisy?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I swear they're just in a circle with each other. Just
That's what I'm saying. You don't just like magically, you know, have the same like you know, you don't just happen about the same verbiage, you know what I mean?
the way she said it too. What the fuck?
Oh my god. Hold on. I have an idea.
Kelly, are you going to be able to fetch Bjorn without coming back pregnant?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Let's have Bjorn kick off his you know, his thingy. Yo, it's crazy. I should get her snatched up,
So
to be
you're,
honest.
Tilly's replacement, or
No one
Mom.
could ever. No one could ever
New mom.
replace
Ah,
her.
Mhm.
We're completely different
Replaceable.
personality. Yeah. She
Mark
yells.
too.
I smile.
fair enough.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a firing squad though we're standing.
Let me just get ready here.
Oh. Really spreading it.
Very limber, Bjorn.
Thank you. I've been working out a lot to prepare for my gym, which is what
Shows.
I'm here to talk to you all
Hell
about
yeah.
today.
Bjorn, if you could yell,
Okay. Today, I'm here to talk to you all about my up-and-coming gym called Body by Bjorn. And today, I am the presentation. I'm here to show you what every athlete in Los Santos could strive to become one day through my bulking gym. At Body by Bjorn, we're gonna have only the best trainers and fitness equipment available to man. Through the achievements of my gym, any participants could look and bulk just like me. We
yeah.
already have a fine location picked out down at Vespucci Beach with a bunch of abandoned gym equipment I would like to take over.
Yep. Okay. All right. Oh. Do you have a slideshow, Bjorn?
I am the slideshow.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Damn right.
Do you want us to ask questions as we go, or like,
Yeah, ask away.
okay. All right, go
Is
ahead.
your gym applicable to all sports, or just like defensive tackles, or
Well, it's mostly going to be a bulking gym, but we will have some specific sport activities that will help people train for anything they're looking for specifically.
Will there be a? How much is the membership fee?
The membership fee is looking about $1,000 per week.
What's your BMI?
5.
Oh, shit. Jesus.
Wow.
where's it gonna be located?
It's down on Vespucci Beach, kind of right by. It's like right by the beach down at the very south part of Vespucci Beach. There's some abandoned gym equipment there that I want to take over.
Oh, okay.
It's the location I put in my submission.
And how many hours will be open a day? Is this 24/7 gym? Is this specific hours?
It'll be specific training hours throughout the day, likely between 3 to 4 hours per day.
And how many trainers?
Right now we have just me, but I'm working on hiring more to get them set up and ready. I gotta make sure they really know how to bulk like me, so I'm taking my time and picking the other trainers.
Mm-hmm. Now, if I pay the $1,000 a month, is that all inclusive, or is there going to be, sorry, $1,000 a week? Is that all inclusive, or is there going to be additional costs to me as a trainee under your program?
There will be no additional cost. Your membership also includes a gym towel, ankle and wrist weights, a heart rate monitor, and a weekly supply of Milky Mountain protein shakes.
Okay.
All for 1,000. That's pretty good.
That's
inside the
right.
Milky Mountain protein shakes?
A Milky Mountain consists of 2/3 milk and 1/3 Mountain Dew, with protein powder added.
Interesting.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay.
So as I bulk, I'm sure I'm going to need more towels. Do I get more towels each week that I repay, or?
Well,
Is
usually
it
we just
one
give
towel?
one towel that you could wash, but maybe we could charge like $20 per extra towel if you need.
Mm-hmm.
That could be arranged.
Do you
Well,
give
I
out,
mean-
like classes? Like, do you do
Aquarobics. I want some aquarobics.
Ooh. So my general plan is I'm gonna have daily running sessions and general sessions, and then throughout the week there'll be specific classes for specific things if people want to show up for those. So something like water stuff or aerobics or anything you're interested in, there'll be random classes different days for, as well as the general public classes.
Do you? Sorry, go ahead, Tilly.
we get like a demonstration on
Oh!
Absolutely. One of the big things I want to strive for all my bulkers to be able to do is the great one-handed push-up. Let me show you.
Oh,
wow.
Jesus.
Oh,
I
shit.
want to do that
You're
so
like going,
bad.
your pelvis is like upwards.
Tilly, calm down.
I just noticed that.
Yeah, I
never seen a
mean,
push-up like that
It's
before.
different motion, I guess. It's intriguing.
Can you do the no hand push up? Like, how strong is your core?
I haven't quite mastered that one yet. That's
Oh.
my next step.
Okay.
So are you going to have like belts or anything, or a way to show progression through the course, or just your physique as you progress?
Your body is your progression, which we also, there's a stage behind the area so people will be able to show off their progress.
Oh, okay. So your body's the trophy. That's good.
And
That's
do
right.
you offer like nutritional classes or tips to help someone with their bulking process?
Oh yeah, I've made a few deals with some restaurants, Slime Shack, Frank's Dogs, and Big Dog Noodle. They're gonna be supplying food for all my athletes to bulk up with.
What's your
Okay.
what's your 5-mile run time, Bjorn?
5-mile run time, like 25:50
Jesus.
That's fast.
with my fridge.
Oh, okay. That's a
So
hefty fridge as
stocked
well.
or unstocked?
The fridge stays stocked.
Okay.
Damn right.
So do you have any first aid training or CPR training in case the workout's too intense for one of your guys to help them until EMS shows up, or?
Well, I'm glad you asked because I actually do. Once upon a time, I used to be a volunteer high cleric right here in Los Santos. Unfortunately, the city no longer offers being a volunteer high cleric, which I think should change, but I do have the training necessary.
Good. Tilly, I'll buy that from you.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'm super down to accept this. The only thing is, Bjorn, looking at the application, you just got to make a couple alterations to it.
Okay.
And if you do that, let's fucking
So
go.
I didn't submit a logo because my logo is currently being crafted. I'm waiting for it to finish, but it
No
should be any
worries.
day.
So you used Imager. You need a different service because it's not going to
shit.
pop up.
Oh
And
yeah, I forgot about that.
if you look at the Big PP Act, there's a couple things that you're going to want to add to that, like the location and all kinds of stuff like that. If you go down to the courthouse or go to lossantos.me, all the details are in there. The reason you need it in there is the only way that we can approve it. So
Okay.
what I can do is I can deny this just so you can resubmit it with all the proper details. And as soon as you do, you'll be good to go.
Okay, that sounds great. I'll get it all ready and I'll let you know when I resubmit it then.
All right. Yep.
Okay.
Any other
Sounds
questions,
good.
guys? 'Cause-
And you said that's the PP in the legislation I should look up?
yeah, it's called the Big PP.
The big PP. Okay, I'll look
Yep.
that up and add whatever I need.
All right. Easy.
Are you gonna be selling the gym socks that you got on?
No, unfortunately, these are only for me.
So the other thing is you would not be owning the gym, like the actual area, but rather you would be getting it loaned from the county.
Okay, that works for me.
Yep. And the reason I put it that way is I don't think we can actually like give you things that you can't purchase, but I think loaning is reasonable.
Gotcha. I understand. I don't need too much because all the gym equipment's outside anyway, so
Mhm.
it's pretty easy to get to.
Oh yeah. Any other questions, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh, I'm excited to go to the
Yeah.
gym when you get it up and running.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think Tilly's excited too.
Yeah.
All right. All
She's got
right.
something up
Gonna
and
be a
running.
party.
All right. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Bjorn. I appreciate it.
No problem. Does
All
that
right.
mean you want me to stop flexing now?
Never.
Well, kind of up to you. All right. I wanted to go through all the remaining things just so everyone kind of has visibility on it. We got how much time do we have? We have 12 minutes. All right. So okay. So the event stuff, I'll let people know that we're going to post it tomorrow morning. I think giving people enough time to look over the edits probably makes sense. Let me send that out right now.
What's with this announcement about Alabaster being a judge now?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Some updates have been made. Okay, notice sent. Okay, next, grow houses and dispensaries. Let's get that posted to the representative block. And we need to tackle how this gets handled on the DOJ side. Last I spoke to Angel about it. She wanted the legislation read in advance. I'd say we give her a copy of both or the DOJ. Wholesale. So, because I do want to start getting that cooking.
Are there changes that still had to be made to this, or are we good to move it forward? I couldn't
Let's
remember.
send it. Wait, let me see. Yeah, I gave the feedback, but Abilene hasn't updated it. We have to get rid of this ABCD shit. You know? One second. You know.
Mr. President, I don't know if you recall, but a couple days you signed my hat. I have to ask you a favor.
Okay.
In return for the hat signed with your name, I'd like me and my friend here, Michael, to be released from prison. It was unlawful, unjust. I was thrown off a fucking bridge by police officers and then beaten
What the
with
fuck?
a baton. Yep,
So
you heard it here.
I have no power to release people. But I think I'd like to find out what the fuck happened, because that sounds awful.
Oh, it does sound awful, Mr. President.
Yep.
Well, we'll figure out what we're gonna do here, and then I'll bring it over to you. Maybe we
Okay.
can get a case.
I appreciate that. Well,
all right, Mr. President, it was nice talking.
All right.
lawyer.
Likewise. Take care.
And then I'll become a judge.
Okay.
And then I'll take Brittany Angel's job.
I don't know. Whenever fucking Norman gets back to me, I'll find out if I can get my bar or not.
Keep me posted.
Yeah.
I think that going back to the grow one, I don't think the updates went in there. It just needs to be formatted, I think, properly.
Do we set limitations on the number of grow houses and distributors? I can't remember.
How about this? Let's revisit this tomorrow morning and then post it out.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's probably best. And so let's have everyone kind of go through it and run it again. I think limitations will be left in the hands of the mayor. I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Ideally, most of this stuff would have been written in here, but it takes too fucking long.
Yeah. You know, there was one piece of legislation, you have to forgive me, I've forgotten, when we last talked, that you said you wanted me to do it in my writing style. Do you remember which one that was?
I think it might have been the fishing.
Is the fishing one? Okay.
Oh, extradition. I forgot to...
That's the one. I think that was it.
So we talked to Angel about that yesterday. She's claiming it's outside of the because it's state crimes that anyone can arrest. So extradition's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Even if you can make an argument for it, I think it's a waste of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I found that out when we brought that up, and I said, do you not see how it's an issue that people being arrested in Los Santos County are brought north for monetary gain? And I had no traction with that argument at all.
Yeah.
So what happens if one of our LSPD members go and get them for fraud or something like that?
Well, I mean, it's not really fraud. It's just extremely unethical. Bad faith processing.
Might make an argument that it's defrauding us of the income.
Well, the argument that Angel's making is not defraud. Well, like I said, none of it. I mean, technically in Los Santos, you could have contextual stops. Pre-contextual stops. So there's the other notion that recent court cases also made it standard for good faith, using the good faith precedent or the good faith exception, which has now opened the door for false warrants that can be used to arrest individuals, and that secondary, everything that comes out of the attempt to detain or execution of the warrant does not get thrown out even if the warrant is found to be bad. So it's a bit of a clusterfuck. Unfortunately, here's how I'm going to put it. is that the Constitution was rewritten. I remember the conversations that Soze brought up during his court trial. And in that trial, he was pointing back at how the Constitution inherently should be the root by which other legislation is derived. The problem is we're falling back into the effectively the same mentality of start with your gut feeling, derive your argument from that, and just hope it sticks. And so whether we're talking about the extradition shit or whether we're talking about the recent hunting or the expanded hours thing, whatever it is, you can tell none of it is based on any solid foundation. So and now it's just a matter of like, can we free up enough cycles on our end to start challenging all this shit? And I just don't think there's enough attorneys to do such a thing.
Yeah.
Like,
it's always been an issue.
Yep.
There's always been 3 or 4 attorneys that take on most of the work, and they get burnt out or they get petty complaints against them and they just stop coming to work.
Yep. We do need to talk to Tessa this evening. Michael, if you're around, do you mind having a chat with her?
Yeah, I can do that. This is about hunting, I'm assuming.
Yep. And I might end up skipping the business meeting tonight, but you know, handle that as you see fit. I don't know yet. It kind of depends on my schedule.
So here's the thing with this one and a couple other ones that are in the hopper is that they're for things like cupcakes and chocolate bars and whatnot that cannot necessarily be citizen produced.
Flex, think of the 30 months.
I don't know if you want me to use that as a reason to. It's Sweet Talk, Honey Winters, and then there's Sweets and Treats from Lacey Sinclair as well.
Are they trying to make things that don't exist?
Well, so here's the thing. They want to operate a food truck, right?
Yeah.
But the only way to make it happen is to basically set up a partnership agreement with a food stall to have them get approved to make something and then buy it off of them, right? And I don't want to decline them on the basis of, well, you can't do this.
We can't even accept this.
Right. It's from the standpoint of like, listen, if you can get a partnership agreement in place and let's say Funhouse Foods is going to sell you cupcakes that you can sell, sure. But
yeah. They're effectively trying to do what a tier 2 food location wants to do.
Right.
But they're going to need a stall first, and those aren't going to free up till, future.
So I almost wonder if I even go forward with the meeting at this point. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
This was another one from the hospital. Dr. Nye Nashville wanted to open up a marijuana edibles shop, and I think it would fall under the same umbrella as these two.
I mean, they could sell the edibles, right? That kind of look like a joint. That's a little bit more palpable.
Yeah.
But the problem with this is they're talking about like custom food items, which look, I'm working with the feds on it, but sorry, go ahead. Tell you were going to interrupt. What's up?
I was. Oh, you can go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Sorry. What you were about to say is probably way more important.
You are such a fucking asshole, I swear to God.
No, I'm just saying, like, tsunami's about
the
to hit.
storm is coming through.
Sorry, you're right. I was gonna bring that up though. So the
Yep.
food stalls, right? I know that the fucking coffee shop is planning on redoing their contract, even though they never fucking open. And I really don't know how to go about that.
Go about what? What do you mean? We can't do anything. Yeah, they have a 2-hour window to like.
Should be like legislation or anything like based on that, or are we still working on it?
It's basically a 14-hour window
So shitty.
to go through a whole storm. before the
Yeah.
2-hour window lifts itself and you can rent the stall. So
I think the feds are working on a solution to the dumb shit people are doing.
Okay.
Look at the taco place.
Yeah.
How is extorting 20% from Changang?
Oh my god.
And now, when's the last time you've seen it open? And this same guy was crying on Twitter, saying that they have to raise food prices when the guy's got millions of dollars and is flipping and raising prices of real estate all over the place.
yeah.
You can't do anything about it. People are just
Great
gonna
guy.
just do whatever